Hi everyone, today I'll show you this Panasonic Nanoe Generator, the F-GPT01A. So this is a very interesting negative ion generator which I'm a fan of. I got quite a few of these and I do use them on a daily basis. I find them very useful and yeah, I like them. I also use different brands of negative ion generators. Please feel free to drop in questions if you have questions about this kind of product. So as I know, I think this particular type of negative ion generator by Panasonic, if I recall rightly, they have a titanium pin or needle inside which generates the ion. So yeah, interesting, but kind of pricey, I guess. So okay, never mind, let's get on to it. So today will be an episode about maintenance. So as you can see, after a while the unit will have some kind of dirt on it, see? Yeah, so this is like a video to show, in a sense, like what is it like to clean this. So when I see dirt like this, my first response would be that I want to wipe it with a cloth or something, but then when I think about it, I pause and I begin to be concerned that if I wipe it with a cloth, maybe the bits of dirt will go down into the device, which is not I want, which I don't want. So the methods that I found to solve this would be to use a vacuum to suck it up. Okay, I'm gonna demonstrate it to you right here. So turn on. Yeah, so now the dirt is sucked up. Okay, I guess the fact that there is dirt on it is a kind of proof of concept about the negative ion idea. Is that when there's a pollutant in the air, the negative ion will bind to the pollutants. I think it's a neutral charge pollutant or what. Then it will fall to the ground. So I guess in this context, the ground will be the areas on the thing where there's no wind blowing. So I mean, the thing is that I noticed that when it's on, only certain parts of it has like an air movement, and other parts of it doesn't have it. So I guess that will be the parts that accumulates the the neutral charge waste compounds in the air. So yeah, there you go. So the next step to maintaining it, I think the manual says to do it once every 2 weeks. I don't adhere to this strictly. I probably should, but alright, gonna show to you the insides after prolonged use. You can see like elements of dirt that needs to be cleaned. Yeah, let me give a good focus. Okay, so gonna vacuum that just as before, and let's proceed. I think I should have a better brush head than this big one, but for the purpose of demonstration, I'm gonna use this. But if you have a smaller one, it will give better results. Alright, all clean up. Oops. Next will be the cover. This one I will show you in the next scene how I clean it. Now there is a particular spot that I almost missed, which I'm gonna show you. Remember to take out the cable. Yes, you can take it out. And look at here. There's dust down there. So I'm not sure if I can vacuum this out though. Maybe I will use a slightly moist cloth or what to get it out. But I'm gonna try vacuuming it first. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't do much good, so I'm gonna use like a cloth or what. Alright, so I got myself a bit of a damp cloth and I'm gonna give it a wipe. Right. Make sure not to make it too wet because we don't want the liquid to go into the device. Yeah. Yeah, so it did a trick. Probably it would be better if I use a toothpick or something like that to, wedge in the cloth to get the bits out. But yeah, this is what the process looks like, to give it a clean. But I mean, like the manual, as I said, recommended a clean of the filter. He didn't mention anything about these things, I think. The filter is supposed to be serviced or cleaned every 2 weeks, but for this one there's nothing that's mentioned. So yeah, there's still a little bit that maybe I'll just use a toothpick later or what. But yeah, it's reasonably clean now. So alright, so for the filter, what I usually do is that I just run over some running water and get it cleaned that way. Yeah, turn on the water already and just pass the water through, let it blow away all the bits of dust and any dirt that we don't want. Maybe run it over. I think like some people may use some kind of bristle or brush or what, but personally I don't do it. Yeah, maybe I should, but I don't. Okay. Alright, so that's done. After the washing, just give it a shake a little. I like to just put on a table under a fan to give it like air dry. Yeah, that's my practice, but you can make yours. Alright, so after it's dried out, after it's fully dried out, I put it back. Make sure that the cable is tight. Then put it back in. And there you go. Ready for the next cycle of use. Alright, there you go. This is how you maintain it. Maintain this negative ion generator from time to time. Hope this video is helpful. Hope you find good use for this video. And if you do, please like, subscribe and share. Before you all leave, I'd like to remind of you that the Lord Jesus Christ, He loves all of you and He is a healer. So in your time of need, just reach out to Him. He will answer you. He will help you. And by the stripes on His body, you are already healed from head to toe. Not only of your body, but of your griefs and sorrow as well. So just say yes and He'll answer. Okay, alright. Thank you so much, everyone, again, and see you guys next time. Bye. God bless. See you.